Well, howdy Triumph folks. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I haven't done a state of the projects in, gosh, I think 4 or 5 months or something like that. It's been a very mild winter. In fact, we barely got a winter. We definitely didn't get a spring. It's already early March and we're already at 100 degrees. I think tomorrow it's supposed to be 107. Anyway, I thought I'd just kind of walk through some of the things I'm working on and what's coming up. Okay, I'm going to do a big circular panoramic shot here. So I spent a few weeks kind of going through all of my projects, tearing everything down, cleaning it all out, organizing everything, trying to give parts where they belong, match things up, put things in tubs, mark them, label things. So everything is pretty organized in here. All these are my future projects up here. And all of those on that shelf are also future projects. Bad Timing and the iron are still pretty much where I left them 5 months ago. AJ Richter has the crank for Bad Timing, and as of today, I didn't want to show my Crocs, but there they are. As of today, this crank is done. So I think that's going to be coming back to me. So maybe I can actually start buttoning Bad Timing back together. The iron, same deal. AJ Richter has had the head, the Delta head, and as of today, he actually had to put quite a bit of work into it. It was a lot more messed up than I thought. So this is going to be an ongoing project. I've actually decided that I am going to do a build series on this bike. So I think there's enough interesting stuff going on with it that it warrants a nice little build series. I actually finally started working on the Harley, the 49 Panhead right there. So I cleaned up some Dunlop rims, 18 and 19, and I've been rebuilding the star hubs so I can get these all nice and ready. I'm going to send them to Joe Zito, and he's going to do my wheels for me, including the irons wheel. So this is a WM1 Barani 18-inch. Not really my style. I don't like 18-inch front wheels. So I'm probably going to put that to a 21-inch aluminum rim as well. But that'll be part of the iron build. I'm really looking forward to getting this thing into a roller. I've got some Preunit Flanders bars on it. It's basically gonna be like a British inspired panhead. Pretty simple, pretty mild, but I think pretty cool. My buddy Andy is pretty excited about having another Harley to ride with. And he's super excited that maybe I can take my bikes on the highway. We'll see. I've been doing a little deep dive on forks. Again, I've been matching things up with my projects, learning about forks and their little intricacies. And there's really not as many as I thought there was. There pretty much is, well, here, we'll go through this real quick. Crocs. So 46 through 56 pretty much had exactly the same forks. They're the style that don't have the bottom clamps, it's the through axle. 57 is a 1-year fork. You can identify them by the little protrusions for the fenders, bottom clamps, and then 2 attachment points down here. 58 is the only year that I'm aware of that had 2 different style of forks. So TR6 had its own forks, very similar to 57, except now there's only 1 fender attachment at the bottom. Every other nacelle model had this style of fork. It looks exactly the same down here, but they've got the later style upper fender mounts. Duplex forks, which includes 63. They look almost exactly like the 58, 59 nacelle forks, except they're shorter. I should probably get a measurement, but you can see how much shorter they are. So that pretty much covers all the different pre-unit forks. Thought it'd be interesting. Maybe somebody can use that information. Oh, how could I forget this? I picked up another project, a 55 T110. It's matching. I even have a title. I can't believe it. So it didn't quite look like this when I got it. When I got it, it had a late 60s tank with a Monza cap on it. And the rear section was all chopper manned. So luckily I had a spare rear section and I put that on. I'm going to be swapping out the forks and wheels and getting this pretty much a stock 55-ish era pre-unit T110. I'm going to make a nice little hot rod out of it. So after I finish those two bikes, I'm going to get on this bike and the Jim Decker pre-unit. So I'm going to work on these two at the same time. Because, you know, working on two bikes is always faster than one. Almost forgot about this guy. So I found another old chrome rigid frame. So now I have two. So I'm going to build a pair of sister bikes at some point. I have that one. And I have that one right there. So maybe after I finish these two bikes, I'll get back on some rigid projects. My 64 TR6 kind of gave me a little side project I wasn't expecting. I took this bike riding off-road with some buddies, Matt and Chris, and well, it pretty much destroyed the front end. So I completely rebuilt the front end, new components where I needed to, and as usual, I get to about 95% and then I run out of steam. So I need to finish the lighting here. My speedometer unfortunately exploded on me, so that's no longer there. Check out this cool little leather pad that my buddy Brandon made for me. Mental Revenge has been giving me pretty much no issues. I've been riding it pretty long distances quite frequently. I think the only thing that happened was a loose gas tank mount, and it just leaks like a sieve. I think I probably shouldn't have used fuel line as oil line, but also I think the oil tank does leak a little bit. There must be a little split or something somewhere. I haven't found it. So next time I take that oil tank off, I'm going to do a little pressure test. But anyway, she's been treating me really good. My sleds have not been getting as much use as I'd like. They're kind of cracking down on off-road riding here. And, you know, this thing's got straight pipes. Probably not the best for trying to get by Rangers, but anyway, we'll see. Maybe I'll ride it some more. I took it to California with the guys and did some Hell on Wheels stuff. The gas tank was leaking again, so I Caswelded it. So that's my second tank I've Caswelded. I really like that stuff. The 67 T100C has really not got any use this year. Kind of bummed out about that. There's just not enough time in the day, guys. Built Weld is in a few weeks, and I'm probably taking both bikes, but I will probably be riding the 55. Anyway, that's what I've got going on. Job's keeping me busy, family's keeping me busy, and plenty of projects, obviously. Stay tuned. I'm going to probably start working on the iron video series here pretty soon. I've even got myself one of those fancy little microphones coming, so you can hear me better. I'm all like getting professional and stuff. Thanks for watching.